Hey everyone, welcome back to another brand new video on my channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you about three things. Two of them are what I believe in, and the other one is a little bit of a... It's a little bit dark. But yeah, so I'm going to go into the what I believe in first, before I move on to the darker stuff. If you're not a fan of dark stuff, you can, click off this video and watch one of my other videos, or watch whatever entertains you. But yeah, so, Jesus Christ, I look like Charles Manson today. Which one? There's all kinds of Jesuses. But yeah, anyway, I'm a little bit of a fan of Charles Manson. I love his music and stuff. I don't believe that he was a criminal. I just think that he had a bad fucking childhood when he was a kid, and yeah. Anyway, so let's get into it. So, what I believe in, right? So, first things first, I'm gonna go on to the kind of non-creepy part of it first. So, me, I believe in aliens, right? I've been a strong believer in aliens ever since I was 8 or 9, 7, I don't know, but since then, since that kind of year of time. So, when I was about 7 or 8, I started believing in aliens. I was very fascinated with them. I was like, yo, I would love to meet an alien, and I was always on the internet being like, yo, I want to like watch some like alien videos, and some of these were fake, and I was like, wow, that's so real, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah man, I love that, I want to be I want to investigate that stuff, I want to be looking through, that telescope at the moon, and seeing like, I don't know, just looking at all this creepy, alien stuff, statues on the moon, sculptures on the moon that man didn't do, and I thought, damn, that is cool, I want to learn all that stuff. So I've always been a believer in aliens. I've never for one moment been, aliens don't exist, man. Because they do. Because if there's life on Earth, right, there's gotta be life on every other planet, right? Whether it's Mars, I don't know if the moon's a planet, I haven't really researched into that, so I don't really know. Maybe it is, tell me in the comments if it is or not. But yeah, So yeah, that's one of the things that I do believe in. I've been watching like a lot of these alien videos, and some of these videos where it's like just really creepy stuff, where it's been like alien caught footage, I don't know if you've seen that video online. When was it? Was it in 2004? I don't know, but it was a while ago, maybe in the 90s or 70s. I don't know, but yeah, these fighter jet pilots were flying their fighter jet in the sky there, and they came across this UFO kind of looking thing, right? And when I looked at the video, I was like, holy shit, when you get that like really like panic feeling. I don't know how to explain, but it's the most beautiful feeling ever if it's done correctly, right? It's kind of the feeling where you get a mix between a panic attack and then between anxiety. It's kind of like you're being hunted, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like someone's after you, or like you've lost your phone. It's like, shit, I need to run, I need to find my phone, because if someone's got that phone, fuck, it's kind of that feeling. And when I seen that video, it's basically goosebumps, right? And when I seen that video, I was like, holy shit, man. I was getting goosebumps on my arms, and I was like, oh no, that is not cool, man. That is totally not okay. And I was freaking out a bit, and I was like, oh my god, no. And I'm, and for me, being a massive believer in UFOs, and I'll move on to the other stuff as well, that was a complete shock for me, and I'll always believe in aliens, I'll always believe in UFOs, I'll always believe in afterlife, and, what was I saying again? UFOs and aliens, and life on other planets. I'll always believe that, because if there's life on Earth, there's gonna be life everywhere, and in every other galaxy. Literally, you could take a picture of one, like a massive, like shit tons of galaxies, right, in the sky, and then just zoom into one particular one, and then it'd be a shitload of galaxies, and then shitload of planets and stuff. But yeah, that was cool when I seen that video. It was cool, but it was scary, because like, I don't know, but it's just, it's like we're right, you know, it's like we are right. We've, you know, we know what UFOs are like, we know what, you know what they can do, you know, so yeah, I believe in aliens and UFOs. But yeah, now the other thing that I want to move on to is ghosts. Now, I don't know if you've seen in my other videos, in some of my videos, maybe I have, maybe I've not. Maybe you might see me looking somewhere, or I might accidentally look at something and I see something. I don't know if you've seen that. It's not in the Slightly Chirping Undertour video. That was just me out of my fucking mind. But sometimes in videos maybe I might make, I might like look at something and I might get kind of like scared. Maybe in some of my live streams if you watch them, I don't know. But yeah, don't go looking for them, you know. But if you have seen them, then you'll know. Maybe if I have, or maybe if not, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm a huge believer in ghosts, spirits, demons. I don't believe in the devil. I believe in demons and spirits, but I don't believe in the devil, because if I want to believe in the devil, I'm gonna have to believe in Jesus, right? And I don't believe in Jesus, so if I don't believe in Jesus, there's not gonna be an antichrist, right? It's just not gonna work. Whereas if you do believe in Jesus, there's gonna be an antichrist, if you get me, because one of them is, yeah. So anyway, I believe in what I believe when you die, right? I believe that it's a really like sad topic for me though when I'm discussing it. I believe that if you do die, your body should be left where you died. So say if you died in a house or your house, I believe that you should remain where you died for your whole spiritual self to exit your body, rather than being trapped, you know, in a hospital, you know, and then you've got maybe like a couple weeks because your body, your soul hasn't had enough time to fully escape, you know, and be in the world again, you know. So I believe that, you know, if you die, you should remain where you died, you know, if you get me. I don't really think the body should be touched or put in certain places. I believe that if you die, you must remain there. You know, like for me, if I'm out in the desert and if I die, you know, or if I'm dying, you know, my body shouldn't be like removed and put somewhere, you know, like my body should remain in that desert. So if there's an animal that's dying out there and is in need of food, the animal can come up to me and eat me, you know, for their own survival, you know, because it's like, it's me saving someone else's life, really, if you know what I mean. If that makes sense, you know. So I'd rather I die and let a hungry animal eat me than just me just being covered up and whatnot, you know. So that's basically my own opinion on life so far, and I believe that your spiritual self will come out, and then that's how the ghost or your soul will that's how your soul will, that's how you become a ghost, right? That's what I believe. So yeah, I've seen things before. I've definitely seen things in the corner of my eye. I can't exactly make a story about it because they're so minor that I can't talk about it. It's like I'll see something and I know that it is that, but I just don't know how to talk about it because it's like, it's just, nothing's really happened, if you know what I mean. Yes, I've seen a ghost, and it's like, cool, you know, but I don't really see like the point of making a video about it unless it's happened continuously. And if I've had a very strong interaction with the being. So it's yeah, but I've definitely seen things before. I just don't know how to say it. You know, I just don't know how to explain what I've seen, if that makes sense, because it's so little. But yeah, definitely if something does happen, I will let you know. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna tell you a ghost story, right? My own ghost story, right? No one else's. This is coming from me, right? I was not under the influence of any drugs when this happened. I was clean in my mind. I was completely aware. I wasn't high. I wasn't on something. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't anything, right? I was clean in my mind, so I was fine, right? So I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I go to the bathroom, right? And I put my sandals on. I get up. My eyes are kind of tired. I'm quite tired, but I'm awake because I can stay up quite late. And I remember sitting on the toilet, right? So my toilet is like here, and then the door of the bathroom is in front of me. So when I'm sat down, I'm looking at the door, right? And the door opens in the way, so like, yeah, so like it's slightly open, right? So I'm sitting down, right? And you know, if you need to dry your towel, right, after you've washed it or something, you know, you can hang it over the door. Well, there was a towel, you know, a big towel hung over the door of the bathroom, and it was about, you know, halfway down of the door. And I remember just staring at it. Oh fuck! Oh no! This gives me goosebumps when I talk about this. This is actually freaking me out right now. Anyway, so I was sat on the toilet and I was just looking at the towel because I need something to look at while I'm, you know, doing what I'm needing to do, right? And I remember, oh my god, dude, I might even show you this at the end of the video, right? You know, I'm gonna show you this at the end of the video, what happened, if I can find a towel. But yeah, I remember looking at it, and oh my fucking god, there was a little bit, kind of like, you know, there was like a crumple bit, like, how to explain it, like my curtain, right? Imagine this is the towel, right? This is the towel, and you know how you get these bits that hang off? Literally, all I seen, and there's no windows in my bathroom whatsoever, there's nothing, all the windows are shut. Literally, I see something pinch there and just lift up. And then just let go. And I was like, holy shit. And I was looking, and I was getting goosebumps on my arm. I was freaking the fuck out. But in my mind, I was like freaking out, but I wasn't like showing it, if you know what I mean. I was just more along the lines of, that is cool, you know, that is props to you, you know. But holy shit, like that was an experience for me. That was definitely an experience for me. It's an experience that I'll probably never forget. Especially since I spoke about it on video, and I will, you know, obviously keep it here on video. But yeah, that was an experience that I will not forget, because that was real. That was real, and holy God, I felt that, and I, you know, the fact that my body even recognized it as well, you know, the goosebumps, the feeling, you know, my body is basically telling me that's real, you know, because if you're under the influence of any drug, you won't really get goosebumps, I don't think, because it's not real, you know, it's in your mind. You think that it's real, but it's not, you know. But if you get goosebumps, your body is actually telling you, you know, that is real, stay away, you know. But yeah, that was the ghost story, for me, my ghost story that I've had in my life so far. Like I said, I've seen things in the corner of my eye, but I just don't know how to talk about them because nothing's really happened. You know, I've just seen it and I've been like, cool dude, you know. I'm a very strong believer in ghosts, and I support them, and if they want to talk with me or if they want to communicate with me, they can absolutely, you know, as long as we respect each other, you know, I don't have a problem with that, you know. But yeah, anyway, that was really tough to kind of, because I've just brought that out and I was like, holy God, I remember that moment. Anyway, I'm probably going to make a video, you know, just a short little video of what actually happened so you can actually believe it. But yeah, so now the disturbing parts. Me in my life, I've done a lot of things so far. I've been through quite a lot so far in my life. I have quite a lot of trauma from my mum's ex-boyfriend. He used to abuse me and my mum emotionally and control us. I used to be embarrassed by him. I used to have things thrown at me. This went on for about 8 years, every day, every week. But yeah, I remember sitting on the bed when he was here, and Mum was screaming at him to get him away. And my dog was shaking at my mum, and he was just standing at the door screaming. And he just smashed the coffee cup out of my mum's hand. You know, it went all over my walls and on my door and on there and on the floor. And my mum just screamed and cried. It's really difficult. Anyway, but yeah, I kind of don't really like talking about it too much because I usually just close up and I get kind of triggered by it. So yeah, so yeah, the disturbing parts of my life. Now, what I mean by this is my near-death experiences, right? So in the past 15 years that I've been alive, I've almost died about 3 or 4 times in my life. Some of them are worse than others. Some of them just seem a little bit kind of stupid. So I think I'm going to go from the least to the worst. So, okay, let's get into this. So, when I was about, I would say about 9 years old. When I was about 9 years old, my dad took me to the beach, and what I believed was sinking sand on the beach, or quicksand, as some people call it. And I remember I used to be a very slow walker with my dad, because my dad's quite fast when he walks. So I used to be always behind, you know, and he would say, move on, come on, let's go. And then I'd be like, yeah, give me a minute. But yeah, I actually walked into sinking sand when he was with me, and he was walking miles away from me, and I was like, oh crap. And I remember I started sinking down when I was, you know, walking on the sand. I was like, oh my god, and I was like, Dad, I'm sinking. And it got to about maybe like up here. Let me just try and like show you. Got to about maybe up here on my legs, maybe about down to there, with sand, and it was like going like this quick. You know, so it was kind of like going like quite quick. And he ran over to me and he said, what's wrong? And I remember, and he just like scooped me up, and then he just lifted me up, and I was like, whew, I could have died. you know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn. But yeah, sorry, something just came to my mind there for a minute. It was just a really funny moment where I was with my dad. My dad got his bike fixed, and he fixed it himself for like 2 whole days, and then it was just that like the start of the summer, decided to go on it, and I rode so fast on it, right? And the back of the wheel, right, or was it the front? The front of the wheel. I'm pretty sure it was the front. Yeah, it was the front. And I went over this curb, right? And it was only like a little curb. And I went right over it. And then all I heard was like, pew. And I was like, what was that? And then I went, oh, my arm. and then I started like shaking, and then I was going over, and then sorry, this is so funny for me, and the bike just stopped, and I was like, oh, my arm is so sore, because the bike wheel actually got like crushed for some reason, because I went over it so fast, and I think the bike wheel was like kind of cheap though, and it just went like a square shape. It was like a triangle shape. And then literally he ran over to me, and I was looking behind me, and he got this such serious look on his face. He was like, oh no, what's happened? You know, is my son okay? You know, and it was just so funny. And I was looking at him, and my arm is in pain, and I felt like my joint here from my arm was like dead all the way down here, but it was like alive here. I was like, oh, and then like I looked at him, and he said, what happened? What happened? Are you okay? Are you okay? What's happened? And I seen him run, like he was running like full on. And I just looked at him, and I kind of gave him that look, and I was like, and then his face just kind of went like, right, he's okay. Is he okay though? And I just laughed in his face. And then he says, what the fuck have you done to the bike? And I said, I don't know. I went too fast. And he said, it looks like a fucking squid. Oh god, it's so funny though. It was like the most funniest thing ever. But yeah, and then like the bike wheel was just like, it was like a rectangle, you know? It was just fucking messed up. It wasn't round anymore, you know? Anyway, that was the funny experience that I was laughing about. But yeah. Now, the other times that I've died, almost died. When was the other time? Yeah, right. So I think I'm gonna count this into now. I think I'm gonna count this in now. Datura, you know, obviously I've survived from microdosing from Datura several times, and I'm still alive. I definitely consider that as being a, you know, an almost life, you know, almost near death experience for me. Remember, Datura isn't just a normal plant, it's one of the most deadliest plants on the earth. No matter how much you take, you're still on that deadly spot. But yeah, just keep that in mind, you know, because it's not as safe as what you think it is. I'm just stupid sometimes, and my obsessions just get really bad. But yeah, now, the third time that I've almost died is, I was on holiday in Turkey with my mum, right? And there was a storm going on, right? And during the storm, there was 3 mini tornadoes, right? 3 mini tornadoes, right? And we were told to stay in the hotel. And when the storm was getting worse, everybody was running away from the beach. It looked as if there was a shark in the sea, and everyone was running out of the water, right? And guess what I did? Since how I'm on holiday, and I'm thinking, damn, you know, I want to get out in that hot weather, even though it's like cold and it's raining and it's wet, and there's 3 mini tornadoes, one in the middle of the ocean that's like very far away from us, one near the hotel, and one in the town. Sorry, my phone just cut off, so I needed to go make this video back again. But yeah, so one in the ocean, one near the hotel, and one in town, right? And I'm thinking, damn, you know, I should really go out there. And I'm seeing all these people running, you know, from the beach, you know. And I'm seeing these guys who are working there trying to, like, cover everything up and try and, like, put things, you know, in the shed really quickly and then hide into the hotel. Now, what did I do? I must have been about, what, 13 or something. I was like 13. Was I 13? Was it 13? I don't know. I think I was 13 or something, right? So I'm going out and I'm being all proud and stuff, and I'm like, yay, you know, I'm gonna go into the ocean, right? I'm gonna go swim, right? And I'm seeing all these people, all these women, all these men just coming and they're even leaving beach towels and shit because of the storm, right? And I'm like, you know what, let's go into the sea. So I start swimming, and I swim out like a little bit out, you know, I'm swimming, and I'm not minding it. And then I'm thinking, damn, why have I swam out so far? And I only swam like a little bit, you know, I was only going like a little bit. And I was like, oh my god, why is the beach so far away now? And like, it got to the point where I couldn't even feel the sand, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I'm in really bad trouble. And the waves are pushing me back. I'm like, oh no, I need to get back to shore now, otherwise I'm gonna get lost at sea, right? Now, I don't know if there's sharks or any deadly animals that live in Turkey. I think there are sharks. Yeah, there are sharks in Turkey, but only in like some places, I think. I think they come out in the summer though, but I'm not sure. But this was in like the middle of October. So yeah, they must be like under the water, like very, very, very deep. Anyway, so, and away from the hotel, hopefully. But yeah. And I'm starting to swim, and every time I'm swimming to, like, trying to get to the beach, I keep getting pushed back. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in really, 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 really deep trouble right now. And I'm trying to swim, and I think, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And I'm like, don't panic. I can't panic. I need to get there somehow. And I don't really want to dive. So I just kind of try and, every time the waves kind of push me back, right, when I'm like still, I try my best to try and swim further so I could slowly kind of get there, and then, you know what I mean, and try and slowly get there. I will never do that ever again though. Holy shit. Swimming in the ocean during 3 mini tornadoes? Fuck me. Fuck me. Literally, I will never do that again. That was just too stupid of me, especially for my age. But yeah, I almost died from that, you know, I almost drowned. Right, now the last one, the one that really messes with me to this day still. I'm gonna tell you the truth about this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that it was my own fault for tripping over, because I didn't trip over at all. I did not. So, I used to be a really annoying boy when I was in primary school. I used to be very annoying, right? I would be a bit of a dick, to be honest. I think it's because I was in like a really bad spot at this time, you know. I didn't really have many friends. Well, I had no friends really. And I was just in a really bad spot there. So what I decided to do was, I was walking home, right? And this was during the time of, like, you know, when I was going through like the self-injury stage and stuff. And we used to get buses, like coaches, to the new school that we were going to. And because our school was shut down, so we had to get a coach bus to the other school every day. So I was walking back from home, you know, along this road to the bus stop. And I forget that there's buses coming back and forward to the school to drop the kids off, right? And I'm like I'm walking along this path, and I'm just walking down it, trying to get to the bus stop, and I see these girls who were in my class, and I decided to be like a bit of a dick, and there was this boy behind me as well that I kind of didn't like. I decided to go like that, and then walk backwards, right, along the pavement. I'm like that, you know, I was just being a bit of a cunt, really, so I was like, and then the boy actually tripped me up from behind, like, he full on put his foot behind my foot, and this was on a small pavement, right? And I fell backwards, right? And you know when you fall backwards, that's bad fucking news. You know, you could have a head injury, you could have a back injury, you know, a spinal injury, whatever you can get, right, is bad fucking news if you fall backwards. Anyway, so I'm falling backwards. I'm like, oh, and I'm trying to be like really careful in my head because I don't want to have a concussion or anything. So I'm falling backwards. And as soon as I fall backwards, all I hear is like really loud, just go skiffing right in my head. Like, literally, like, skiffing my head by, like, that much. Or that, like that much, right? Just skiffing my head. Right? So, like, that much closer to my scalp. Right? Yeah, about that. And all I hear is this, just go right past my head, and I feel a really strong wind just go, like that. And my head is slightly off the curb, and I can feel it, and I'm like, stand still, you know, I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna live. And I had that split 1-2 seconds thinking, I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna live. And I was like, I couldn't even think, like, I knew what was happening, but I couldn't say it. I just stayed stiff with my head slightly off the curb on, like, the yellow bit, the line. And I stay there. And I get up very, very, very slowly. I'm like, fuck me. That was lucky. That was really lucky. You know, I could have had my whole head taken off. That was a bus going at about 40 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour, whatever, about that. And it just skiffed right by my head. You know, if I fell, you know, if I was walking on that path, you know, backwards slightly to the, just even slightly, I would have been gone, you know. But holy crap. That was the time that I almost died. And I think that it's kind of, I think I've got more chances of dying now, because it's happened more than once. So I think I've still got more to come. But yeah, that's what I do believe. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, if you have any comments, if you want to DM me about anything, if you want to ask for advice, help, just anything in general, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling upset, DM me. You know, I'm here for you. You know, I've been through a couple mental health issues in the past as well, so I'd be more than happy to help you. I've got a little bit of experience in quite a lot of things because I've been through quite kind of a good few things that are kind of common for people. So I could relate to you. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna add this video if I can find a towel and show you what happened about that ghost story. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Or, if you're not too sure, don't do anything. If you have a question, comment, or whatnot, comment me. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and do so. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I will hopefully see you in my next video. Anyway, stay happy, stay chill, fuck lockdown, and yeah, bye now. So hey everyone, welcome back. So I would just want to kind of like show you what actually happened here, right? So this is a towel that I have, right? I was literally sat here, right? And this is what I seen, right? So this isn't actually the same towel that was there, because I can't actually find the same towel. So let me just kind of like show you what happened here, right? So I was sat obviously behind me on the bathroom, on the toilet, right? And literally, out of nowhere, I see this. Pretend my hand isn't here, just see like I'm sitting there. This is what I see. And I got the world's fucking worst goosebumps ever. And that is what happened. There is no windows in my bathroom whatsoever. And that is what happened. Fucking worst feeling, but the best feeling in my life ever.